Top 3 reasons I decided to drive for Taylor Truck Lines. Let's talk about it. Shallower in here. Let's get into that first base spot. Let's see if we can get this. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I wanted to talk about the 3 reasons why I decided to drive for Taylor Truck Line out of Northfield, Minnesota. I was having a conversation with somebody today, and we were kind of going over some things, and I brought this up as the reason why I decided to drive here. So I thought it might be a good idea to go ahead and make some content about it. If you're new here, my name is Mike. I've been a truck driver since 2018. I've been here at Taylor Truck Line a couple weeks, almost a month now. Started here in July. It is now August the 21st right now, so I got a couple paychecks. So, 3 reasons why I decided to drive for Taylor Truck Lines. Number 1, a majority of their freight that they have is customer base, drop and hook if you want to call it that, but it is customer base freight. We do do some brokered freight, but a majority of the stuff that we do here is customer base. It's drop and hook at either on both ends or at least on one end. It's very rarely that I get a live load or live unload. Most of the times, for me at least, I'm speaking from my experience, of course. This is not to say that this is going to happen for you, but this is what's been going on for me. I'm here to tell you about my experience. At least live load or live unload, at least on one end. Majority of the time I just drop, grab it empty, and keep moving. 80%, you know, customer-based freight. 2, another nice little addition to it, a lot of it doesn't seem to be too heavy as well. There's only been like 2 instances where the freight has been over 40,000 pounds, but for example, like the load I have right now, picked it up and just outside of St. Louis, Missouri. It's going up to Minneapolis, Minnesota, like 4,900 pounds. It's about half a trailer, 13 pallets of something, I don't know, but it only weighs like 5,000 pounds. Pretty good stuff. So you're not going to be wasting a lot of time, you know, running around and you know, sitting at receivers or sitting at shippers. A lot of the time it's like you got an appointment time or you got a window, you get there, you know, like for example, like this load I got today, I was in and out of there in like 20 minutes. That's not to say that's going to happen all the time, but it's just an example. So, number 2, home time. For me, this is a big thing. I like to have a lot of balance. I don't know about you, but I like to have a lot of balance in life. I like to go home and I like to sit on my own couch and pet my dogs and, you know, watch football and go drink a beer off duty, of course, or whatever. You know, have a margarita. It doesn't matter. Go sit on a beach. I just came back from Charleston. Like, I like to go out and do things, have fun, have some balance. Some people, that's not really a huge deal. Some people, you know, it is a huge deal. If you're younger people, older people, everybody, you know, everybody's different. It doesn't matter. But for me, for example, okay, so where I live in South Carolina. For me, the options that they had were the 14-day over the road, which gives me 4 days home. So I work for 14 days, stay out for 14, and I'm home 4 days in a row. Not ideal. At first, I was kind of turned off by it. I was like, oh, I didn't really want to stay out for another set of 2 weeks, but after giving it some thought and then, you know, balancing out some of my other options, I decided that my best option was with Taylor, and I'm here and happy to report that, you know, the 2 weeks out and having those 4 days home is actually better. For example, with my last carrier that I worked for, I had a 12-2 division that I worked on. So I stay out for another 2 days, but I get, you know, another 2 days at home. I think everybody and their grandmother would, you know, opt to make that trade as well. So again, this is the stuff to me that made me decide. Like I said, I was reluctant at first because I wanted to find something when I was home weekly. And after evaluating my options, I decided that this was going to be my best option. Number 3, and probably the most important reason. As much as I love my job here, I want to make the most amount of money that I can. And I say that to say that not all trucking companies give you any options or any available extra accessorial pay, which is pay that, you know, is in excess to your normal like salary or your cent per mile in this case. So Taylor has a great driver referral program, if you're unfamiliar. It's kind of like a drawing situation where 10 names go into a drawing from new recruits from drivers that referred them, and as soon as they get to 10, that's when they do a drawing, and whoever gets selected, you know, you automatically, if your name is selected from that drawing, you get to win $10,000. 10 grand from making that selection, and it only goes by 10. So if there's 10, as soon as they hit 10, they do a drawing. There's no more than 10. So if you get one driver, you get a 10% chance. 2 names, you get 20% chance, so on and so forth. And even if you don't win the 10 grand, which is great, you know, you get an extra 2 cents per mile for how many miles that new driver you referred drives in the first 6 months. So you get like an extra check or something. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but an extra 2 cents per mile for however many miles the new referral drives. It may not be like, okay, cool, they have a referral program. Well, not a lot of companies do that. Like, last company that I worked for, they did not have a referral program, and I do this YouTube content, you know, as a fun hobby on the side, but I try to help as many people as I can, and a lot of very happy, very just grateful folks who decide to come drive for these companies that I like put out content on, want to, like, that's the least they can do is they want to put my name down as a referral, because that's why I do the videos. I'm just here to help people. There's not a lot of information out there on the internet. I'm just trying, as a driver and unbiased perspective, to just give it all to y'all. Free 99. Doesn't cost you anything to do so. So yeah, accessorial pay. I mean, I'm happy with the money that I get paid, but any more money, you're like, here, you want some more money? Yeah, absolutely do. I would love some more money. So, you know, that would help us a lot. Just to recoup. Number 1. Majority, customer freight, 80%, drop and hook, drop on one end, drop on both ends, live load, drop on one end, whatever. Drop hook trailers, 80%, customer freight. You don't have to deal with all that brokered nonsense, spot market freight, going in these places that are terrible. Like, oh, we get big trucks in here all the time, when they don't. Those kind of docks make you want to blow your brains out. None of that. We don't, I mean, I'm not to say that you won't get that ever, that's a possibility, but typically that's usually a lot with that spot brokered freight nonsense. But number 2, home time. I'm out. I'm a 14-day driver. I'm an OTR driver, van division. 14 days out, 4 days at home. Depending, it all depends on where you live too. So if you live certain places, you'll have different options. Call Recruiter to find out more. And number 3, accessorial pay, driver referral pay, all that. Also worth mentioning in the accessorial pay, after 100, at least at the time of posting, if it's not there when you guys come over, if it's, don't come for me, I'm just saying, at the time of posting, this is what's available. After 120 days from your hire-on date, after 120 days, you get a $1,000 sign-on bonus. 1,000 bucks just for staying here. 30, 60, 90, one time. So that's 4 months. Can you do 4 months for 1,000 bucks? I mean, you're already getting paid to do this job. You might as well just stick it out. These are good people over here, I'm telling you. If you want to learn more about Taylor Truck Lines or anything at all about this video or any of the content that I post, leave it, questions, comments, concerns, down in the comments down below. Somewhere down at the bottom of the screen, I'm going to leave the name for the driver recruiters that we have at Taylor Truck Line. We got good people over there in Northfield. They'd be happy to help you out. Guys and gals that know a lot, they'll be happy to answer all your questions if I'm not able to, down in the comments down below. 10 out of 10, recommend calling them, answer your questions. Make sure this is a good fit for you. These are just 3 reasons why I came over. You might have different reasons or expectations or, you know, questions about the company, but call them and find out more. Do your own research. Don't take my word for it. I'm a stranger on the internet. Do your own research. I'm just here to tell you about 3 reasons why I came over here. And this brings me to the point in the video where I said, if you found this information helpful at all, referring to that referral program, our DRIVE program, acronym DRIVE. If you found this information helpful, you can, if and when you apply to Taylor Truck Line, if you would leave my name as a referral, I would be very grateful. I would be very appreciative of that. It costs you nothing to do so. All you have to do is when you fill out the application, how did you hear about us? There's that question. We all know about it. You hit draw referral, then on the next question or the next spot, there'll be a spot that you can just write my name. And it's my driver code. My driver code is VUOMI. I'll probably put it across the screen here down at the bottom somewhere. It's a VUOMI. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Just 3 quick reasons why you should think about applying to Taylor Truck Line. Call Recruiter to find out more. My name is Mike. Any questions, comments, concerns, down in the comments down below. I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. That's all I got for you. 3 reasons. Drive for Taylor Truck. Check out my other content. If you, I have some other videos out about Taylor Truck. I'm trying to get as much information out there as I can. If you're interested to learn more about Taylor Truck Run, feel free to like and subscribe. I'm going to try and push as much out as I can. Got this YouTube camera out here. I got 2 weeks on the road. I got time. This keeps me busy. So, with all that being said, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you so very much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.